Okay, I will do a card reading today, tarot reading, and I will shuffle these cards to whereabout of Brian Laundrie. You know who was Brian Laundrie? Brian Laundrie is the boyfriend of Gabby Petito that was recently died, and they're all over the internet. So the FBI is still searching the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie, and I channel into the soul of Gabby Petito, and I really found out that even though she died of even if accident or ever happened, and she's pregnant when she died, still Brian Laundrie had to come to open and tell the police that he didn't intentionally kill her. But the story is that he is coward, and he doesn't want to come out. He will never surrender to the police or the FBI because he's afraid of the death penalty. Imagine the FBI is a search for him and spend a lot of money, like more than $1.2 million just to search for him in the Carlton Reserve, but he was not found there. So many people are connected, and one justice for Gabby was recently been recently had the funeral for Gabby Petito, and condolence to the family, especially the mother of Gabby. So this card might shed some light. And before that, I will just tell what happened, when I channeled about Gabby's soul. Gabby's Petito and Brian. And I feel like Brian is not yet dead. He did not commit suicide. And now he's a narcissistic person, and he will never surrender. Knowing that he is a Scorpio. Okay. So a lot of dark forces in him, and he will never come out in the open. I don't know if the parents are responsible for him, his what do you call that, hiding, and that's why I'm doing this card reading to shed light or to find answers to some of the questions. Okay, got 3. Then I'll just go into Knight of Swords. Okay, card is him, Brian. We're searching for him, and remember, there's a Knight of Swords here. Knight of Swords means he is alive. I mean, he is not there to surrender. He is having the sword, and he will fight. Okay? And here, his family. His family is behind his, and about here. Okay? Dark forces, a lot of evil forces united with him. His family are responsible. There's a lot of people that help him. Okay, And here, another man is behind him, helping him. Okay, in the major arcana, that's how I read about Brian Laundrie. And he is alive and he's there and he's not going to surrender. And there are some people who's helping him, especially this man. And I don't know if who's this man is, but the family, is supporting him. It cannot be just be alone by himself, hiding, you know. So there's a lot of sightings of him all over the world. Yeah, some sightings are saying that he's in the Mexico, or some sighting is in Canada, or in Appalachian Trail, whatever is hiding. So I just wait for my time, really, at night time, just to read him. Okay. I'm usually reading at midnight, or past midnight, because there's not much of the disturbance, so I can go into his readings. Okay. And what I see here in this card here is that he's alive. He's alive, and a lot of people is helping him. He has money, okay, and to support him, okay, and he has gone far away, and so far, yeah, because I don't think he was there in that reserve that they were searching, but he knows what has happened, what's happening, and then everybody's looking for him. But right now there's a tip that they should never connect with his parents whatsoever, because they are really looking for him. And this is the world, and yes, there are people who's behind him, supporting him, even in the hardest times. And now, the other questions I have, I'll just keep on. I would just don't want to use the invert card. I just want everything that's upside, not the upside down, just the okay, this is Brian Laundrie's card. My question is, will he be caught, or let the card speak up for itself and tell us where he is now? So yeah, in this card it says there's a lot of people who are supporting him. Look at that. He escaped. Yeah, he escaped. And successfully. There's a lot of people supporting him. That behind him. What I mean to say, in his escape, it's not alone. It's not just by himself. Although he's worried, he's so anxious. He is afraid. Because last time when the police is looking at the Carlton, I look at him and he was, you know what I mean, crying. She was shivering, and he was shivering, hiding. And then later on, he has still have some food with him, and I even saw him eating. Right now, I can see him. He's still alive. I can feel him. And the judgment here is that you know what is the meaning of this? He will not be caught earlier. I mean, it's not easy to catch him. Ace of Pentacles. A family supporting him. When it comes to money and all of that, there's people is behind him, giving him provision. That's why he is able to survive, you know. And then my question is, do he feel remorse over... At first, you know what, I channel into the soul of Gabby, and then I look at him, and in my vision, he doesn't have any remorse. Because he feels that, you know, about the death of Gabby, because he blamed it on her. She died because she blamed it on her. But right now, of course, there's a lot of things going on. And I don't know, because it's really hard for him too, because he's hiding. So, but he cannot do anything to reverse the situation. But he will never blame himself. That's how he is thinking. He will never blame himself, and he will not commit suicide until the time that he will be caught. I think that is the time that he will commit suicide. But because he have remorse over the death of Gabby, no, he will not commit suicide because of sadness, over mourning, over the death, because he even blamed the death to herself, you know, to Gabby herself. Yeah. It means like did he cross? Did he went to another country? The devil. He has money. He has provisions. And here, he has problems when it comes to staying, because he might get caught. So, you know, everything is trying to do everything. The FBI is trying to search him. Yeah. But all is in vain. You know what I mean? It was not found. And that's the question. Did it cross somewhere, or what? This is the devil. This is his thoughts, full of dark forces. You know what I mean? He will never stay in where he is. He might have went into another country. He has provision. He has money. Okay? So there's a boat there. So he can sail on a whatever means of transportation, and not just in an airplane, because he will be identified. But just the way how thinking about how to escape is from the police or the authorities. So my question is, will he be caught? That's the always answering. You know, the card's already answered. He cannot be caught in a year time. So if there are more time that is given to him, he can escape, right? And then he is, doing his escape to another country, another place. And then, although he find it hard, here, there's peoples who's supporting him. And here, of course, he will, if he stay in that place, he will be out of provisions, right? Of course, he's also worried about his family. His family here. Especially those that he left, because I know they will be in trouble because of his hidings. But here, where is he now? In a cold country. He's heading towards a cold country. So if the sightings is in Mexico, probably not. So in Canada, it's possible. It's in a cold country. A colder country. Like America, Oh my, oh my, oh my. I can't believe this, that he escaped from the authorities. Somebody's behind him. That would not be easy, Here. And that doesn't mean that he died, He will only die if he brought to justice. If he will be caught by the police, then that's the time he will commit suicide. Because he don't want to be caught. He knows that the death penalty, whatever, the gravity of his crime, and even if it was an accident, he should report it immediately, that it was an accident, that he didn't mean to kill her. But he hides, and it caused a lot of trouble. Here is the world. Are just looking to cross. So, probably he is not in America. If he is not in America anymore, then he's free. That's what he's thinking. But as long as he's here, especially the time when he was still being, searched, he was really nervous at the time. It's almost like an easy thing for the police to caught him that time, but they were not able to caught him. So, while he was still here in America. And now he's leaving. Although he's leaving, and then, he has a lot of problems, like he's a psycho. Never will you caught a narcissistic. He might commit suicide only if the police might catch him. before he will be arrested, he will commit suicide. But because of the death of KB, no, it's not the reason. And then we will ask the card, did he already went out of the United States, yes or no? Maybe not yet. Okay, maybe not yet. And here the question is, will the police catch him? Death. He will commit suicide before the police will be able to catch him. So you will never catch Brian alive. And the last thing is that, is he still alive at this time? Yes, he is still alive at this time. Okay, that's all. That's all I'm reading about Brian Laundrie, and I hope this could give a little information, a light into the situation. It can't be, or it cannot be just, the truth, but just consider it, as a source of whatever. I've been doing tarot reading for the last more than 30 years of my life, and so far, channeling and tarot reading, I think, why I'm doing this is not because I want to give justice to Gaby and Pipito and his family, and I know that she is smiling when I'm doing this because I give time to her for her, just to shed light on her this case. And Gabby wants to have justice, and I hope that justice will come to the